as a means of recording the passage of time. The 13th century was that century which lasted from 1201 through 1300 in accordance with the Julian calendar in the Common Era. In the history of European culture, this period is considered part of the High Middle Ages, and after its conquests in Asia, the Mongol Empire stretched from Eastern Asia to Eastern Europe. Events 1200–1202 Introduction of Liberabachi by Fibonacci. 1202 Battle of Bajan occurred on July 27 between Kingdom of Georgia and Seljuks. 1204 Fourth Crusade of 1202–1204 captures Zara for Venice and sacks Byzantine Constantinople, creating the Latin Empire. 1204 Fall of Normandy from Angevin hands to the French king, Philip Augustus. End of Norman domination of France. 1205 The Battle of Adrianople occurred on April 14, 1205 between Bulgarians under Tsar Kaloyan of Bulgaria and Crusaders under Baldwin I, the first emperor of the Latin Empire of Constantinople. 1206 Genghis Khan is declared Great Khan of the Mongols. The Myrinids settled Zubar Arab from the Chelif Valley to Tamesnara. They cohabit with the Zenata Berber. 1210–1212 The Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa in Iberia marks the beginning of a rapid Christian reconquest of the southern half of the Iberian Peninsula, mainly from 1230 to 1248, with the defeat of Moorish forces. 1213 France defeats the Spanish Kingdom of Aragon at the Battle of Murat. 1214 France defeats English and Imperial German forces at the Battle of Bouvines. 1215 King John signs Magna Carta at Runnymede. 1217–1221 Fifth Crusade captures Egyptian Ayyubid port city of Damietta. Ultimately the Crusaders withdraw. 1220–1221 Venice signs a trade treaty with the Mongol Empire. 1222 Andrew II of Hungary signs the Golden Bull, which affirms the privileges of Hungarian nobility. 1233 Battle of Ganta. Ganarok defeated Kurtajar, the last king of Kadiri, thus established Singhazari kingdom. Ganarok ended the reign of Isyana dynasty and started his own Rajaza dynasty. 1223 The Signoria of the Republic of Venice is formed and consists of the Doge, the Minor Council and the three leaders of the Quarantia. 1223 The Mongol Empire defeats various Russian principalities at the Battle of the Kalka River. 1223 Volga Bulgaria defeats the army of the Mongol Empire at the Battle of Samara Bend. 1227 Estonians are finally subjugated to German Crusader rule during the Livonian Crusade. 1228–1229 Sixth Crusade under the excommunicated Frederick II Hohenstaufen, who returns Jerusalem to the Crusader states. 1228–1231 Clash between Gregory IX and Frederick II. 1226–1250 Dispute between the so-called Second Lombard League and Frederick II. 1230–1232 The Mongols besiege Kaifeng, the capital of the Jin dynasty, capturing it in the following year. 1239–1250 Third conflict between Holy Roman Empire papacy. 1237–1240 Mongol Empire conquers Kiev and Rus. 1238 Sukhothai was the first capital of Sukhothai Kingdom. 1240–1241 Mongol Empire defeats Hungary at the Battle of Mohi and defeats Poland at the Battle of Legnica. Hungary and Poland ravaged. 1242 Russians defeat the Teutonic Knights at the Battle of Lake Peipus. 1243–1250 Second Holy Roman Empire Papacy War. 1244 Ayyubids and Khwarezmians defeat the Crusaders and their Arab allies at the Battle of La Forby. 1249 – End of the Portuguese reconquista against the Moors when King Afonso III of Portugal reconquers the Algarve. 1248–1254 – Seventh Crusade captures Egyptian Ayyubid port city of Damietta. Crusaders ultimately withdraw. Mamelukes overthrow Ayyubid dynasty. 1250s–1257 – Bab Mashur Malamo established the Kingdom of Ternate in Maluku. 1258 – Baghdad captured and destroyed by the Mongols. Effective conclusion of the Caliphate. 1259 – Treaty of Paris. 1260s–1260 – Tolerid civil war begins between Kublai Khan and Ai Kubok for the title of Great Khan. 1261 – Byzantines under Michael VIII retake Constantinople from the Crusaders in Venice. 1262 – Iceland was brought under Norwegian rule, with the Old Covenant. 1265 – Dominican friar and theologian Thomas Aquinas begins to write his Summa Theologiae. 1268 – Fall of the Crusader state of Antioch to the Mamelukes. 1270s–1271 – Edward I of England and Charles of Anjou arrive in Acre, starting the Ninth Crusade against Baybars. 1272–1274 – Second Council of Lyon attempts to unite the churches of the Eastern Roman Empire with the Church of Rome. 1275 – King Kertanagara of Singhasari launched Pamalayu expedition against Malayu Kingdom in Sumatra. 1279 – The Song dynasty ends after losing the Battle of Yamen to the Mongols. 1280s–1282 – Aragon acquires Sicily after the Sicilian Vespers. 1284 – Peterhouse, Cambridge founded by Hugo de Balsham, the Bishop of Ely. 1284 – King Kertanagara launched Pabali expedition to Bali, which integrated Bali into the Singhasari territory. 1285 – Second Mongol raid against Hungary, led by Nogai Khan. 1289 – The county of Tripoli falls to the Bari Mamluks led by Kaloyan. 1289 – Kertanagara insult the envoy of Kublai Khan that demand Java to pay the tribute the Yuan dynasty. 1290s–1291 – The Swiss Confederation of Uri, Schweiz, and Unterwalden forms. 1291 – Mamluk Sultan of Egypt al-Ashraf Khalil captures Acre, thus ending the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem. 1292 – Jayakatwang, Duke of Kediri, rebelled and killed Kertanagara, ended the Singhasari Kingdom. 1292 – Marco Polo, on his voyage from China to Persia visited Sumatra and reported that on the northern part of Sumatra there were 6 trading ports including Furlek, Samudera and Lambri. 1293 – Mongol invasion of Java. Kublai Khan of Yuan dynasty China sent punitive attack against Kertanagara of Singhasari. The Mongol forces were repelled. 1293 to 10 November – The coronation of Nararya Sangrama Wijaya as the monarch of Majapahit Kingdom marked the foundation of Hindu Majapahit Kingdom in eastern Java. 1297 – Membership in the Marsa Concilio of the Great Council of Venice of the Venetian Republic is sealed and limited in the future to only those families whose names have been inscribed therein. 1300 – Islam is thought to have become established in the Aceh region. 1300 – Ajibatara Agung Dela Sakti founded Kingdom of Kutai Kartanagara, Sultanate of Kutai in the Tepan Batua Kutai Lama. Significant people: Albertus Magnus, German philosopher and theologian. Alexander of Hales, Franciscan friar and theologian. Alexander Nevsky, Grand Prince of Novgorod and Vladimir. Alexios III Angelos, Byzantine Emperor. Andrea of Grossetous, Italian writer. Anthony of Padua, Portuguese Franciscan friar, bishop. Baybars, Mamluk Sultan of Egypt. Batu Khan, Mongol ruler and the founder of the Golden Horde. Beakut Laiv of Hungary, rebuilder of Hungary after the devastating Mongol invasion. Birger Jarl, Swedish statesman, earl, and founder of Stockholm. Bonaventure, Franciscan theologian, bishop, and cardinal. Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, scholar, poet, and descendant of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. Cimabue, Florentine painter. Dante Alighieri, Florentine writer and poet. Dominic Guzman, Spanish Catholic friar and founder of the Order of Preachers. Edward I of England, English king. Elizabeth of Hungary, Hungarian Princess of the Kingdom of Hungary. Enrico Dandolo, Doge of the Republic of Venice. Fibonacci, the most talented Western mathematician of the Middle Ages. Francis of Assisi, Umbrian founder of the Franciscan Order. Frederick II, Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Genghis Khan, founder of Mongol Empire. Gertrude the Great, German Catholic nun and spiritual writer. Giotto di Bondone, Italian painter. Gregory X, Pope. Håkon Håkonsson, King of Norway from 1217 to 1263. After the long civil war, Norway would again prosper under his rule and come to dominate Scandinavian politics. Ibn Taymiyyah, famous Hanbali, Salafi scholar of Islam. Innocent III, Pope. Ivan Asen II, Emperor of Bulgaria. Kaloyan, Emperor of Bulgaria. Kublai Khan, Khan ruler, founder of Yuan dynasty in China. Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi, scholar and famous poet. Lasha Georgi, King Georgi IV of Georgia. Lembitu, Estonian ruler. Louis IX of France, St. Louis, French king and crusader. Madhvacharya, Indian philosopher who was the chief proponent of the Dvaita school of Vaishnavism and Tattvavada, the philosophy of reality. Marco Polo, Venetian trader and explorer. Mevlana, philosopher and poet. Petrus Peregrinus, scientist. Ottokar II of Bohemia, King of Bohemia. Ramon Lull, Majorcan philosopher. Robert Grosseteste, English statesman, theologian, and scientist. Roger Bacon, Franciscan friar, philosopher, and scientist. Rasuldan, Queen Regnant of Georgia. Sundiata Keita, semi-historical founder of the Mali Empire. Sadi, Persian poet. Snorri Sturluson, historian and saga writer. Sri Indraditu, credited as founder of first historical Siamese dynasty. Tamara, ruler of Georgia. Thomas Aquinas, Neapolitan Catholic friar and theologian. William Marshall, knight and statesman. William Wallace, Scottish national leader. Yunus Emre, Turkish poet and Sufi mystic. Inventions, discoveries, introductions. List of 13th-century inventions. Early 13th century, Chiagui paints 12 views from a thatched hut. Southern Song Dynasty. It is now kept at the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, Kansas City, Missouri. The motet form originates out of the Ars Antiqua tradition of Western European music. Manuscript culture develops out of this time period in cities in Europe, which denotes a shift from monasteries to cities for books. Pisha system of copying books develops in Italian university towns and was taken up by the University of Paris in the middle of the century. Eyeglasses are invented in Venice. Wooden movable type printing invented by the Chinese governmental minister Wang Zhen in 1298. The earliest known rockets, land mines, and handguns are made by the Chinese for use in warfare. The Chinese adopt the windmill from the Islamic world. Guanware vase is made. Southern Song Dynasty. It is now kept at Percival David Foundation of Chinese Art, London. 1280s eyeglasses invented in Italy. Late 13th century, night attack on the Sanjo Palace is made. Kamakura period. It is now kept at Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. Late 13th century, descent of the Amida Trinity, Riga Triptych, is made. Kamakura period. It is now kept at the Art Institute of Chicago. decades and years.